Hello and welcome. Great to have you along here for the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Philadelphia 76ers facing off against the Boston Celtics. And now out to Boston with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg.
And there the Celtics earlier getting set to play. Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along too from the sideline. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for Philadelphia. And for Boston.
You know, the Celtics ruled the Atlantic starting with their title run in '08, but last year it finally came to an end, that ruling of the Atlantic. 5 straight years of winning their division is now behind them.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Number 8, light covering, got that one up quick. Here's Boston now. Brown right side. The 11-footer, James Harden with the rebound.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And back to the Celtics in the Atlantic. You knew it was going to be hard for them to keep winning the division with all the talent, Steve, that has come into it within the last couple years.
Well, it's a great 5-year run for Boston in terms of winning the Atlantic. But, you know, with the up-and-coming teams in New York and Brooklyn, all of a sudden Boston is looking ahead, looking above them to the other teams in the division. And now it's time to make another push, another rebuilding job, and get back on top.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Brown dishes to Horford. Brown outside. Horford. And he uses the glass on the way.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
On defense, the Celtics. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Number 21. What a terrific move that was.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. 0. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
But, Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. White. He feeds it to Horford. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Horford's got his second basket of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Number 21, guarded by Horford. 76ers moving the ball around. Can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. For the three. Rebound by the 76ers. Number 25, White covering. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Harris, right side. With the fadeaway. Gets it to go. Harris has got his first points in this one. Celtics trail by 3. Back to Brown. Fires from deep. Gets the bucket. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Harden outside. A 3 ball. Cannot hit. And it's Boston the other way. Pass to White. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA. But both New York teams improved and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Right there!
He kicks it to Harris. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by the Celtics. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
Now, here is Harden. Six on the shot clock. Number 21. Good work defensively by Horford. The Celtics with the lead. Zero. Guarded by Harden. Kicks to White. Zero. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Number 11 sinks the three-pointer.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and, of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And, Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Pass to Muscala. There's a good screen. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Number 20. Soft touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Boston lead.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
1:06 left here in the opening quarter. The Celtics working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Muscala. The steal. Here's Tucker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Milton. And again, it's Philadelphia. Boston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And the pass to Muscala. Number 36. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Number 28 sinks that one from the post. And the Celtics lead by 1.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
You know, you think of what a typical Eastern Conference team plays like, and you often think of the Celtics. I mean, they like to slow it up. They'll play hard D and take their fouls when they can. Still, the Celtics last year were just average when it came to playing the rest of the conference.
The 76ers trail by 4. Clock at 6. Number 7. High quality look, and he sinks it. Well, and back to the Celtics, even as you said, Clark, they do all the things most Eastern Conference teams do well. They just couldn't keep it together, Steve, to finish far above 500 in the East.
Well, losing Rondo was a huge part of it as they had to adjust their entire offense midway through the season. And I think a lot of it, too, is the rest of the East has caught up to them, and time is finally catching up to them.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the three-pointer by Boston. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. No good with the elbow jumper.
And a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
The 76ers trail by 5. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The putback, a follow-up flush.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
All sorts of time, and again it's Boston converting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Philadelphia with the ball, trailing by 5. Dedmon can't connect from 14 feet out. The Celtics have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. There's the pick. Number 11 misses off the right iron. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Stolen. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Takes it from 10 and blocked. And now Philadelphia on the break. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead. Boston's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Passes to Muscala. Number 36. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Six to shoot. Number 30. Can't get the putback. Celtics leading by 3. Knocked loose. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And the 76ers making a change here. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Austin with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Number 99. Not 3 off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Number 21, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the good old-fashioned pick and roll. When they execute it well and he's on the receiving end of the pass, mark it up. It's 2 points.
And the shot is good. He has 5.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around. Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East to middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Baseline jumper. Gets it to go. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. The pride certainly a factor last season as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
And Boston has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Number 13, guarded by Harden. Five on the clock. 0. No good on the three.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
That's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
The first free throw is good. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Now here's White. Number 13, guarded by Harden. Number 13, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
For Philadelphia, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season. Well, last season, I think, officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 7.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Number 25, again, Philadelphia.
It looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out pretty slow from downtown, so I think this is the right adjustment. Try to get the ball inside, go to something new.
Number 8. No good on the buzzer beater. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. Then we'll be back here right after that for the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night, and we're almost over the hump. This is the 2K Sports Halftime. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they have the lead against the Celtics in Boston. A dominating performance offensively. They're getting everything they want. Tobias Harris making the most of his minutes. He's chipped in 4 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. And still in it, the Celtics hanging around. They've dialed in from long range an incredible shooting performance from outside. Al Horford certainly contributing with his play. He's chipped in 4 points and also helped out with 2 rebounds. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Third quarter just around the corner, so let's get on back out to Kevin and the crew.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Boston, Massachusetts. The skyscrapers all lit up overlooking downtown. Here's Brown. Zero. Guarded by Harris. Zero. Here's Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they like to get him the ball down on the low post, Kevin, not just for his ability to score, but to also distribute to his teammates when the defense collapses.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a tremendously soft touch.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers leading. To the inside. Here's Harris. The shot misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Harden outside. Number 21. It's hauled in by Brown.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And White kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Brown. Back to Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 8 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Great look, but off the mark.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
That free throw good from Harden.
You know, when you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And you know, over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
Into Al Horford. 0.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
He dishes it to Harden. Four on the clock. That's good. Harden's got 13. Well, Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league in that regard. And, Steve, they were getting, what, about 8 a game?
That's been the case with the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Terrific game for Harden. 13 points and a block. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
That free throw good from Harden. And the 76ers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Brown with it, now guarded by Tucker. Back to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Number 13. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
That's how to make your mark on the board, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
Yeah, those are the types of possessions that are really demoralizing for a defense, guys.
The dish to Harris. Backs down. Shot from 12. And the shot is good. Harris has got 6 points.
He's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And, Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yeah.
Here's Brown. After the made shot from Harris. Elbow shot. Almost, but it rolls out. Philadelphia leading by 5. Dishes to Harden. They set the pick. 0. Hits the three-point bomb.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Back to Brown. Here's the floater. Gets it to go.
Tell you what, he's just got too much speed. They've got to find a better matchup for him.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
And that one misses. The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Number 8. He's covered by Brown. Now the feed to Tucker. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Celtics trail by 9. Brown outside. Zero. Boston again missing.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
0. He's covered by Brown. And the defense didn't have possession. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. For Philadelphia, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And the first one drops.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
So he gets them both. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Muscala. Just 5 to shoot. Number 11. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 5. Philadelphia leading by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Six on the shot clock. 0. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And the Celtics with possession here. Number 13. Off target from three-point range.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
It's rebounded by Muscala. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. 13 feet away. It's blocked. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Celtics trail by 11. Celtics passing it around. Number 40. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Number 11, guarded by Harden. The screen from Brown. There's a screen. Brown right side. Shoots from the block. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
And the Celtics making a change here. And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. Brown no good on the free throw. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers ahead. They're up by 9. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And so here is Philadelphia. Number 30, white covering. Harden with the screen on white. Number 25, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Brown outside. 0. The shot's good. Brown making the play. The 76ers leading by 9. Poked away. It's stolen by Brown. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
So it's Boston now. 0. Guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. 0. No good on the triple.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Number 21. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Number 25. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
And Philadelphia making a change here. On the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Feeds it to Brown. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Brown. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
That free throw, no good.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
And he sinks the second. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. The 76ers leading by 10. Number 25. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Both shots good from the stripe.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The 76ers leading by 10. 76ers moving the ball around. And it's Harris off the drive. And that one's good. Boston with the ball. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 0. Guarded by Harris. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Clock at 6. Number 8, light covering. Number 21. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
And so it's Boston with it. Down by 12. Brown, good.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the 76ers call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Number 8, light covering. Here's the screen. Five to shoot. Number 21. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harris is there. Brown outside. Number 13. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
And so here is Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Goes up on the high post. Off the left rim and out.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. Three-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. The 76ers leading by 6. Number 25. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd rebound on the night. White left side. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Back to that point you were making about rebounding, Clark, it seems like they're coming up short just about every time.
Well, you're right, Kevin. You know, as we've seen here, that lack of rebounding has certainly shown up on the scoreboard.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And crucial that he converted those foul shots. They've got to continue to eat away at this lead.
They set the screen. Number 21, guarded by Horford. Number 21. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Celtics trail by 7. 0. Guarded by Harris. And stolen by Harris. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And so here is Philadelphia. They set the pick. And stolen by White. Blocked. They swipe it. He feeds it to Horford. Shoots from the right block. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. James Harden. He's checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The 76ers leading by 9. Number 21, guarded by Horford. Number 21. The shot no good. And it's Boston the other way. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 0, guarded by Harris. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now, here is Harden. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Number 8, White covering, 4 on the shot clock. Ooh, the double clutch. And the layup is up and in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
So the 76ers win it. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.